What is up, fellow model builders? This is the model base for my F41D Corsair build. So I'm super excited to show you this one-day process of building a base for a scale model. Stay tuned and definitely subscribe and hit the like button. First, we're going to start off with some pink foam. I score the foam so that the mud will stick to the foam nicer. I use 5-minute mud from your standard appliance store. I texture the base to make it look like a ground texture. Next, I smooth out certain areas so that the texture stands out as being a different type of texture on the ground. The area that I smooth out is actually going to be some pavement, and I use the leftover mud to mix up with some drier and some lighter and wetter type of mud, and I make some rocks out of it. Next, I put it on the base and kind of evenly disperse it. Once it's evenly dispersed, I then spray it with water so that all that mud will adhere to the base itself. Next, I use some crafting paint to just paint the base a general color, brown. I use a brush to just quickly put this around and add some texture. Next, I use a sponge to differentiate the texture of the cement rather than the texture of the dirt, so that it makes it look a little bit different. I spray paint the sides and areas where it's going to have some shadows, and then pull out my airbrush with some gray paint and paint the areas gray where it needs to be. The concrete area, I painted a lighter gray, and then I just kept adding white so that it highlighted some certain areas and made it look weathered. Next, I apply a wash to all the rocks and also the pavement itself, as it generally probably was pretty dirty, so I wanted to just accent those rocks even more and kind of give them a nice texture to them. I also do this to the pavement, and I add some thinner and just wash it off and use a sponge and lightly tap it and dry it off and do all the things that you need to do to weather to make it sure it looks realistic. Next, I put some oil stains on the pavement, as this is where airplanes probably were being towed out. I put some glue on the ground, and I also use some model scenics, grass, and other type of textures to create bushes and different things like that. Super easy, just use some thick Mod Podge and put your bushes down on top of the glue. Make sure there's enough glue because it does dry clear, so you won't see the glue afterwards. I also use some little brush type things from Model Scenics and Army Painter stuff. So just buy these, they're like $5 and it's super easy and adds realistic textures and bushes to your model build. Next, I cover the whole thing in watered down PVA glue. And there you have it. It's a finished build. It literally took me one day. So this is definitely worth the process of building this. And of course, it's super fun putting your newly built airplane on your awesome base for your build. Building a base is definitely a good way to get out of the monotony of super detailed, high-end scale modeling. So definitely try it if you haven't, and thank you for watching if you have. I appreciate every single like and subscribe, so make sure to do that and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified, and make sure to also check out my product list. You can get some t-shirts just supporting the brand. Also, thank you guys so much for watching. That's all I really care about. Just enjoying the content with me and enjoying this hobby with me. So make sure you stay tuned and get locked in, and also get back to building.